What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Neka. So, thank you for watching Neka's Tea Talks, aka Neka's News. So, today we're getting ready to talk about who? Miss Jasmine Crockett. Now, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and say, Miss Jasmine, she is a bad boss, okay? She's a bad one. Now, I have seen a lot of people talk negative about her, but it's just a lot of haters out here. It's a lot of haters out here. And first of all, why will you hate on somebody who's trying to look out for the people? She trying to do her best. She's only one person. She trying her best to keep people informed. She's trying her best to keep people up to date on what's going on with Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and everything else out here in the world. Okay? So don't fault her for trying to look out for us. Now, one thing I will say, she's human like anybody else. Everybody's out for a bag, okay? But when you're doing things the legal way, that's the best way, right? The legal way. So a lot of people wanted to try to attack her because she made a comment and was saying that she was practicing the law before she, got into the House of Reps or whatever. So she was in the law. And she did say, now, we got a $22 billion claim coming out. And if we get a settlement offer and they give us $22 million, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to quit. And she made it known because she said, I'm not allowed to practice law. At the same time, I'm trying to serve federally. So she was just like, look, if that settlement comes through, I'm goodbye people. But at the same time, she publicly said this. So what make it any different from Trump when he tell you this is what I'm going to do, and then he start taking all your stuff away. But y'all not bashing him, but y'all want to bash the black person, right? Anyway, so before I get deep down into it, that was just a little brief story here. So now, I'm going to give you a little bit of side story before I let you see these clips. First of all, I don't know if y'all heard a story about Miss Green, who represents Georgia. So Miss Green tried to come for Miss Crockett. And now when Miss Crockett clapped back, oh, now she ghetto and ratchet and hood. But you came for me on national TV. Really? Where they do that at? Okay. Anyway, so you're going to see all this stuff I'm talking about right now. And I'm gonna let Miss Crockett handle her business because she going to show y'all who boss. Now, she's standing up. Now, I ain't never going to lie. When I watched her stuff, I was scared. I was scared for myself because I'm just like, dang. She got that much strength. And she like, look, we ain't falling for this. Us Democrats, we ain't falling for that. And you ain't got to be a Democrat to vote democratically. You don't have to be a Democrat. We just know right from wrong. And yet again, here y'all go with, Trump and Elon Musk. Here y'all go letting them run things. Really? Anyway, go ahead and take a look at this first clip here. This is for entertainment here, so you can kind of get in a groove with Miss Jasmine Crockett. Go ahead and take a look.
It's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the floor.
You really about to do it?
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
They get on it like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like buck. Mustard on a beat, bro, deep boat, any rap, he a freak though, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, let them boys to the cross, they walk around like thieves. What's up with these?
So now I thought that was cool. Hey, I thought it was cool because what? You see that trending, everybody out here doing it, right? After the halftime show, everybody was doing it. But then they want to make a comment when she do it. Oh, she wasting taxpayers' money, taxpayers' dollars. First of all, whose money she wasting by doing this little simple 30-second clip that she made? Whose money was she wasting by doing it? I mean, she having fun like anybody else. She human like anybody else. She ain't the president yet. Okay? Just like all these other people out here doing it. Just like you see plenty of doctor's offices doing it. associates doing it, stores doing it, everybody having fun, right? Everybody having fun, so why she can't have fun? But you always got somebody to come back and say something negative about it. Always, right? Anyway, so getting back to Miss Green and Miss Crockett, this was actually on ABC News when this came out or whatever. So I think they call it the Breakfast Club or something. I'm not even sure what the name of it was, but this was on the actual show. And they were supposed to be reporting the news of what was going on, what was supposed to happen in court on that day. And it turned into chaos. The reason it turned into chaos is because Miss Green wanted to come for Miss Crockett. And when Miss Crockett clapped back, then she felt offended. Okay? Anyway, take a look at this.
Insult flying during a heated hearing on Capitol Hill overnight. Our senior congressional correspondent, Rachel Scott, is here with the details. This was something, Rachel.
Yeah, heated is one word for it. Some days I don't know whether I'm covering Congress or a new reality show. In all seriousness, these hearings are supposed to be civil, a healthy debate over whether to advance legislation or hold a vote in the House. But instead, it turned into an hour of chaos and disorder with lawmakers screaming over one another and hurling insults. Overnight, a new low on Capitol Hill.
Mr. Chairman, this is out of control.
A late-night committee meeting devolving into chaos. At the center of it all, Republican firebrand Marjorie Taylor Greene.
You don't have enough intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry. Okay, move to strike the. I move to strike the lady's order.
The hearing was supposed to center on Republicans' demands that Attorney General Merrick Garland turn over audio tapes of President Biden's interview with the special counsel, which he has refused to do. Instead, it quickly escalated into a heated back and forth. Green making comments about Democrat Jasmine Crockett's eyelashes.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order, Mr. Chairman.
That's beneath even you. Get the order of your committee.
Order.
At times, giggling and refusing to apologize. Democrats moved to censure Green.
That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your feelings hurt?
Her words down. Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play.
Baby girl?
We are going to move.
Chairman James Comer struggling to maintain control of the committee.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's a part of it.
I'm trying to find clarification.
Calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do.
So
I'm trying to get
Miss Crockett,
clarification.
you're not recognized. Miss Crockett.
I can't hear you with your yelling.
You don't want me
calm
to
down.
Be,
Can you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk noise and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look, Chairman,
come and talk about her, y'all gonna have a problem.
Yeah, that actually played out on Capitol Hill. So no apologies were made. After an hour of those personal insults, it did eventually get back on track. But the level of decorum somehow seeping lower and lower. Guys, I've covered a lot of these markup hearings. I have never witnessed anything like that.
Well, you mentioned civil. That is out the window. And honestly, we weren't involved. I was embarrassed to even watch it.
Yeah, it just got worse and worse.
The what now was the quote of the whole hearing, I think, for me.
So on that clip, you kind of saw them explaining what was supposed to take place that day that kind of got, rewired because it was just all over the place. So now here is a little edited snippet of what took place as well. People always getting online and before you can even see the original, somebody has already edited. They done added all kinds of stuff on it. So of course, I could not come across the original post because people were already doing everything to it. But just take a look at this edited version of what happened.
You know if any of the Democrats on this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter?
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising. Okay.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about. I
think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
Order, Mr. Chairman.
That's beneath even you. Get the order of your committee.
Order, Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities.
Damn!
All right. Now I'm getting ready to show you another snippet. Like I said, people always got to hate on somebody. And it be your own people. It be your own people who hating on you. You can't never get no support, no love, from your own kind. So look at this little girl, whoever she is. Now she want to tell people, oh, Jasmine, Miss Crockett wants you to think that she made it where she at because of whatever. First of all, look, girl, did you run for anything? You keep telling people to come out and help the people, help Texas. But did you run? Why don't you help Texas? Then when you don't have nobody to serve Texas and to help you guys, then y'all gonna be crying because there ain't nobody there representing y'all. But then you got somebody to represent you, but then you bashing her of how she got to her position. She was unopposed. She was running against a libertarian who didn't really know what was going on. Okay, who cares how it happened? It happened, and it happened legally. It wasn't illegal. She didn't pay nobody to get to that seat. It happened, and there she go. And now you're trying to talk down to her because she's there. And you want people to say, don't let Miss Crockett make you believe that she got... Girl, shut up. Shut up. Y'all take a look at this, because it just made me mad.
Jasmine Crockett wants you to believe that she is just some career politician and that she is just the best at what she does. She ran in a soft election. Soft. And this is not an attack against the person that she ran against. His name is Jamar Jefferson, and he was a libertarian candidate. We all know typically the libertarian candidates take the least votes in most all elections. People do not typically vote for libertarians. We barely even know what the heck they do. So for her to run as a Democrat against a libertarian, she basically ran unopposed. She ran unopposed, and because of that, she took all the votes. So please, when you see this woman, do not assume that she just won her district and earned that seat in the House of Reps because she's the best to do the job, because that's not the case. She ran unopposed in Texas District 30. That's why so many Texans are so confused. They're incredibly confused about, like, oh my God, how did we end up with Al Green and Jasmine Crockett? Baby, y'all got to do your job. When it's time again, we need y'all to do y'all job. Y'all gotta take care of this for the Americans, okay? I'm gonna need the Texans to stand up and help us out. But yeah, I just want to give you guys that clarity. She ran against Jamar Jefferson, a libertarian candidate who didn't really have any clear indications of what he kind of stood for. Like I said, it could have been a great guy, but at the end of the day, a libertarian is typically not going to be able to beat a Democrat or Republican candidate. So she ran unopposed in a soft district. So, hey, this district has a chance to do something different and do something a lot better. Go ahead and fix this. Fix this for us. Do us a solid.
So since y'all want to question how she got here, let's let her tell you all her qualifications. What degrees she hold behind her name for her to get where she's at. And I ain't gonna bash her because, okay, she educated. You might not agree with everything she say, just like you don't agree with half the world, what people say. But yet again, if she decided to run for president, she got my vote, for real. I will still do my research on what she stands for and everything else. But at this moment, yeah, Miss Crockett, you got my vote, girl, because she tell it like it is. She real. She don't care how you feel about it. She real with it. Take a look at her qualifications.
If you're either diverse or you're qualified, all I could think about was the fact that I currently hold an honorary doctorate. I also hold a Juris Doctorate. I also hold a bachelor's. I also technically hold the rank of Lieutenant Colonel in the Civil Air Patrol, and I actually practiced law for almost 2 decades, in addition to serving on various boards, in addition to being a prior state lawmaker. And there are those that would make some people believe that because I happen to be black and or a woman, that somehow, even though I can rattle off all the qualifications in the world, my blackness makes me unqualified.
So now we all trying to figure out, when we voted, did we see Elon Musk's name on that ballot? Was it anywhere up there? Because I'm trying to figure out why it seemed like he the president of the United States. Like, I thought it was Donald Trump, but it seemed like, Elon Musk done took the lead over everything. So she gonna pretty much tell you right now, like, we didn't elect him. So which one of y'all is the king and queen? Because Is he your B or what? Because that's how y'all acting. Is who we serving here? Like, what's the deal? Watch this.
Feels as if y'all have just decided that y'all are going to castrate your constitutional duty and hand it over to someone who is unelected. It doesn't matter how many cheerleaders he had on the fields campaigning for him. That doesn't mean that he gets to go in and sit atop any of our agencies. And the fact that we had a vote today and we asked to bring him in because we have a constitutional duty. We all took our oath, and maybe some of y'all just don't take it seriously, but I take it seriously when I take an oath to do a job, and my job is to look out and make sure that we don't have any kings or queens in this country. But it seems like y'all have decided that it's going to be Mr. King and his queen, and y'all can pick which one is which.
All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and let her tell you, for pretty much to sum this up just a little bit, she was saying she tired of the white tears. You know, we got to work much harder than other races out here just because we black. We got to work harder. We got to show you that we know what we're talking about. And I'm tired of all these white crocodile tears. Look, she got better words for you. Check it out.
Tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel away and why you can't make me doubt who I am is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education. This is why they are trying to literally say we won't fund the HBCUs, because they know that if they've already gone after affirmative action and they're saying, you know what, don't allow them to come into, say, these PWIs, as we call them, don't allow them to come into these institutions. We know why they created the HBCUs in the first place. It was because they wouldn't allow us into the white institutions. And so now they're not allowing us in. And now they're saying, you know what, we're also going to defund the HBCUs. You know why? Because they don't want any more Kamala Harrises. They don't want any more Jasmine Crockett's. But I got news for them. I don't care what they do. We will fight to the end to make sure that we get our due. Because again, if you want to talk about the people that shouldn't be in this country, you probably need to look in the mirror, because the last time I checked, the Native Americans who Summer ICE have been rounding up, or the Puerto Ricans who are absolutely Americans, listen, the only people that came and colonized this place are your ancestors, Trump.
All right, so now Donald Trump, of course you've heard, he wants to put tariffs on everything, even in China. But yet again, after they did their research, China gave what? Donald Trump $6 billion. $6 billion came from China. Okay? But you want to make it seem like, oh, you don't care about China. We putting tariffs on China. We're going to do this to China and Canada and everywhere else, right? Like, he looking out for himself, his pocket. His pocket. And us as people, like she said, we love the Constitution, right? I'm serving in the courthouse trying to represent y'all, but we supposed to be serving the Constitution, right? Are we doing that? Take a look at this.
At all. We need to have proper decorum. Well, well said.
Okay, all right. So we love the Constitution today. And we also want to talk about foreign money coming in. Have y'all seen the report that was just produced where this chairman decided that he was going to block this committee from receiving additional information about y'all's guy, Trump, and all the money that he took? From what we did receive, we know that Trump got almost $6 million that we can account for, and we know that there's more there from China specifically. We found almost $8 million total that he accepted from foreign governments while he was serving as the president of these United States. But we're concerned about the president's son who has not been involved in his administration. I just want to run it back, though, to the very beginning, because this is something that I just can't get over. I can't get over the gentle lady from South Carolina talking about white privilege. It was a spit in the face, at least of mine as a black woman, for you to talk about what white privilege looks like, especially from that side of the aisle. And let me quote your now ousted speaker and what he had to say about the Republican Party and y'all's lack of diversity. When you look at the Democrats, they actually look like America. When I look at my party, we look like the most restrictive country club in America. So let me tell you something. Y'all don't know what white privilege looks like, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of something. You see, you want to talk about a two-tier justice system, and this is the only time that y'all have ever referenced it, when this country has a history when it comes to black and brown folk of having two separate sets of rules. And right now what you want to do is have two separate sets of rules because Mr. Moskowitz offered y'all a fair situation. He said he would vote for Hunter to be held in contempt if y'all voted to hold all, even if you remove all of the members of Congress. There's still other people that y'all haven't decided that y'all have excuses for, but y'all don't want to hold them in contempt. But for some reason, it makes sense to hold Hunter Biden in contempt, who has tried to comply. And let me tell you why nobody wants to talk to y'all behind closed doors, because y'all lie. That's just the bottom line. You have done it thus far in this investigation. You have done it this far as it relates to this committee. In every single hearing, y'all spin. I don't know how y'all are still standing right now, because you should be quite dizzy from all the spinning that you're constantly doing when it comes to spinning the truth. You talk about free and fair elections, but you back a guy who we know tried to steal the election. And this isn't about what Democrats have to say. Let me remind you, for those of you that don't know how the justice system works, it's not a matter of the president went in and indicted Trump, but we are talking about grand juries. Grand juries are comprised of American citizens, and the people that have entered pleas of guilty that will be flipping on your leader in a minute, they are Republicans. I do want to point that out. And half of them were Republicans that were handpicked by Donald Trump himself. So, to be clear, whatever happens to your little leader, it's going to be because of the actions that he took. So you can talk all you want to about how January 6th was nonsense, but all of y'all were running at that time. Y'all were grabbing y'all's gas masks and y'all were running to your offices because you didn't know if they were coming to kill you. You should have cared that somebody was there to protect you, but instead you want to play games because you found out that it was your leader that decided that he wanted to propagate an insurrection on our country. So don't tell me that you care about the Constitution, because you don't. All you care about is Trump getting reelected, and I'll yield.
So now, how many of y'all out here done filed for bankruptcy before? Y'all know what that is when y'all file for bankruptcy. That means you ain't got no money. That means you can't run your business because you done went bankrupt. So now, how many bankruptcies have Trump had? According to Miss, Crockett, she did her research. It was 6. As far as she knows, at this moment, it's been 6 bankruptcies. But you want to run us like a business into the dirt, into the ground. But then you want to put blame on Barack Obama. You want to put blame on everybody else. Everybody else's fault of why the economy is the way it is. Why this is the way it is. But then you get into office and you firing everybody. You firing everybody. Everybody losing jobs left and right. You doing stuff illegal. And then you think this supposed to be, I'm going to run like my business into the damn ground. Let Miss Crockett tell you, baby.
For what I believe is going on. I think it's just downright cruel. I think that you have people that literally do not have a heart. They're telling us that, no, we're going to run the federal government like a business. Well, let me talk to you about the people that are allegedly running this business, because the federal government ain't a business. But let me clarify. If it was, I don't want it run like the president has run businesses. The president, it's my understanding, has filed bankruptcy 6 times. We don't have that luxury in the United States of America. But even when we start to think about Elon Musk, right now, as it relates to Tesla, the sales are down. As it relates to X, he has never made a profit since he bought X. In fact, the value of X is 75% lower than it has ever been. So if I am going to go look for somebody to run a business, I'm going to look for someone who is going to run one successfully. And before people start screaming and yelling about, well, he's a billionaire. Yeah, when you know the right people and they'll just give you money, then you can become a billionaire too. And maybe one day all of us will have that kind of access. But until
So now before people start going crazy and be like, oh, yo, Miss Crockett, she ain't for the people. She ain't for the people. Say that about Donald Trump, that he not for the people. But all y'all voted for him, right? Everybody voted for him. But yet again, he ain't for the people. He really don't care about our interests. He don't care about us as a whole. He don't care about us. So now this right here, she stayed out of her own mouth. Look, I'm doing this because I care for the people. I'm not making no guap of money doing this. I made more money practicing law with my settlements. I make more money doing that than what I'm doing now. But you're not allowed to practice law and serve at the same time, so I'm not able to do it. But when I was practicing law, we're waiting on this money to come through. And if this settlement come through, $22 billion settlement, and I think before I might have said million because I be getting those billions and millions mixed up in so much money. Hey, I ain't got none of that. But yeah, I believe she said it was either 22 million or 22 billion. But the settlement, I think it's million though. It's $22 million settlement. But if she said if that come through, yeah, I'm walking away. I'm going to let the people know this seat is for the people. We want somebody here who's going to serve the people. And I'm not going to knock anybody who want this seat, who want this money. I made more money doing what I was doing. So if that settlement come through, I'm going to take it as is. I ain't got no hate towards that. She out for her bag. She want to live. She want to be comfortable. She want her money and she doing it the legal way. She ain't out here blackmailing nobody. She ain't out here destroying the economy to get what she got. She ain't out here firing people. She ain't out here stepping all over folks to get what she got. She ain't hiring all these random blowjos over here in the corner. You know what I mean? But anyway, let her explain it to you so you can kind of understand why she feel the way she feel.
I don't do this job because I'm getting paid like that. And granted, I don't want to diminish the pay because I know that a lot of people don't make what we make. But, you know, I was making a little bit more money.
I would imagine in private practice.
Yeah. In fact, one of my civil rights cases that I worked on for 7 years, they told me, you can't have any of the money. And I was like, if we collect on this, I'm quitting, just FYI. But it went to jury about 2 months into my tenure, and I stayed away because I'm not allowed to practice law anymore.
Yeah.
So I didn't go to the trial, and my co-counsel handled it, and the jury awarded $22 million. Ooh. Peace out. But, you know, I will say, I say all that to say that I don't do this for any other reason than to represent. And so I'm fearless in my representation. I think when people are so enamored with their titles or so enamored with their status, then that's when you find them being a little bit more timid. But if I can't do this the way that I envision it, then I think that it's the right of the people to say, she not repping for us, so we're going to kick her out. I think that is, I always make it clear that the seat belongs to the people.
So just to sum all this up, look, Miss Jasmine Crockett, look, like I said before, she got my vote because she's a bad one. She tell it like it is. She don't care about your feelings or how it is. Long as, like she said, facts matter. Facts matter. I'm not up here just roaming at the mouth. Facts matter. You know, you need to know your research and you know what you're talking about. Facts matter, right? Yes. So long as you know what stand, that's what matters. And I'm sitting here giving you the evidence and the facts. That's what matter. So take heed to what I'm telling you, and y'all just dismissing it because y'all just want to dismiss it. And you know, half these people that do whatever they want to do, a lot of these people need to be jailed, imprisoned, because they supporting him and they doing things illegal. All these people over there in the house right now who getting on national TV talking about how Trump this and Trump that and he doing this and he doing that. Look, y'all probably need to be behind bars too. So once he get out of office, I'll be coming after all y'all. All y'all. And then all the crazy posts out are saying about, oh, this person need to lose their job and this person need to lose their job. And all y'all need to lose y'all job. Be behind bars who supported him for real. And I ain't talking about normal people like me. I'm talking about the people up above in the house. All these people who like, Trump is my God. Because that's how y'all acting. That is how y'all acting. For real. Anyway, let me go ahead and end it out here. But guys, I want to thank you for watching Neka's Tea Talks, aka Neka's News. And I want to thank you and come on back to watch more, because I'm going to have more Tea Talks for you, more topics, more politics, more anything. Whatever you want to know, just let me know. Comment down below and just let me know what topics you want to hear about today. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and it's been real.